Celebrations for France's biggest national holiday, Bastille Day, which marks the storming of the famous prison in Paris. Well, the celebrations have been significantly scaled back this year because, of course, of the COVID-19 pandemic. France is no longer in a state of emergency, but gatherings of more than 5,000 people are currently not allowed. This year's celebrations will still include a display by the French military, including the Army and Air Force, but the annual parade down the Champs-Élysées has been cancelled. Well, our international correspondent Annalise Borges is in Paris for us, looking at how the celebrations are getting underway. Annalise, good morning to you. It does look like there's quite some degree of scale of the event that's going on behind us, but this, of course, is nothing compared to previous years. What is the plan for today?
Hi there, Rosie. Well, indeed, about 2,000 troops will be taking part in today's Bastille Day ceremony, a muted celebration if compared to other years, as you mentioned, where we saw vast military parades down the Champs-Élysées involving twice the number of troops. This year we'll see a static celebration, a static ceremony here at Place de la Concorde behind me. And there will be, of course, a display of French military might, all the while in homage to those waging a different kind of fight this year, a very different kind of war, the war against coronavirus. Some 1,400 healthcare personnel have been invited to come here and to watch celebrations. Some of them will be awarded medals for their efforts in this crisis. A crisis that is very much still a concern here in France, and a crisis that will probably be addressed by the French President Emmanuel Macron later today. He will be delivering an interview that will replace the traditional speech of the 14th of July. This is a bit of a tradition here in France. Every president has been delivering one every year. Emmanuel Macron had broken away from that tradition for a while, but this year he will have to address certain issues. Of course, the economic crisis, the exit from this public health emergency that we are still facing here in this country, and of course his plans for the next few months here in France. Emmanuel Macron, who will be trying to show he's very much in control of things after a major cabinet reshuffle saw the departure of a very charismatic prime minister who's been replaced by a technocrat who's still trying to win the hearts and minds here in France. That's perhaps not what Emmanuel Macron has in mind. So today, indeed, a day of celebrations, but also a day where the French will be tuning in to hear from their president, to hear about the state of affairs here in France, and to hear about what exactly is Emmanuel Macron's strategy for the next few weeks and months to take France out of the coronavirus crisis.
Annalise, thank you very much, our international correspondent in Paris, following the day's developments for us.